Lexi Como Drisdell was born with cerebral palsy. As a result, she is unable to speak. So when Lexi's grandmother heard her terrified screams one day, she knew that something was wrong. Lexi comes from the town of Halifax in Nova Scotia, Canada. And since birth, she has been dealing with cerebral palsy, a condition that may lead to weak muscles, lack of coordination, and difficulty in speaking or hearing. Because of her particular symptoms, Lexi is therefore reliant on a wheelchair and cannot walk and talk. Sometimes, then, she is unable to keep up with her two siblings, including her little brother Leland. However, nothing would prevent Lexi from coming to Leland's rescue during one fateful day in May 2018. If you like our content and want to see more, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Now, enjoy the story. On that occasion, Lexi's family had been planning for her upcoming 9th birthday. To celebrate the event, the little girl's loved ones were throwing her a party. And before the guests arrived, Lexi's mom, Kelly Como Jackson, was rushing around in preparation for the bash. But as Kelly dashed about, 1-year-old Leland was close to waking from a daytime nap. Explaining what had happened, the mom of 3 told CTV News in July 2018,
and then bringing stuff outside and in, and he was napping at the time.
Then, as Leland roused himself from his slumber, Kelly went up to prepare herself for the party. The mother added to CTV News,
So then I was like, all right, he's up. I'm going to run upstairs, get changed. Mom brought him downstairs for me. We didn't communicate about, oh, the door isn't locked.
At the time, Kelly and her mom Nancy had thought little of the unlocked kitchen patio door. After all, little Leland had never succeeded in opening it previously. However, little did they know that the door was about to play an instrumental part in a worrying turn of events. Luckily, while Kelly and Nancy were momentarily distracted, Leland's big sister Lexi was keeping a close eye on proceedings. She carefully watched as the tot managed to prise open the patio door and slip outside to the pool area. Leland even managed to shut the door after he had left the house. But as she was unable to speak, Lexi let out the only warning she could to her family. She shrieked at the top of her lungs to alert her mother and grandmother to the potential danger Leland was in. Later, Kelly revealed to CTV News that her daughter had been screaming like bloody murder.
And where did you point? To the door. We've never heard her scream like that.
At that point, however, Kelly was completely unaware of the events unfolding downstairs. In fact, she believed that Lexi was the one in some kind of trouble. I panicked and immediately thought, oh no, Lexi must have fallen off her chair, Kelly told CNN in July 2018. So as Kelly was upstairs, it was Lexi's grandmother Nancy who was the first to respond to the girl's cries. Recalling what she found, Nancy said to CTV News,
she's yelling and she's pointing at the door, and I realized Leland's not with her.
It was then that Nancy called out to her daughter to let her know what was happening. When my mom told me what was going on, I quickly looked out the window, and there, at the edge of the pool, I saw Leland's little head, Kelly agonizingly revealed to CNN. Leland had just fallen into the pool. Thanks to Lexi's screams, though, Nancy was not too far behind him.
Leland go outside, and she goes, yes. So I took off outside, and I'm not seeing him. I ran, and he's right by the edge, and I took him out.
The grandmother subsequently dragged Leland to safety and brought him into the house. The family then rang the emergency services and took instructions over the phone. And while the toddler brought up some water, he thankfully wasn't unduly harmed by his experience. Still, to be safe, he was subsequently taken to the hospital for a checkup. Kelly later told CNN of her hair-raising experience. In 2 seconds, a life can change, and we're thankful that Lexi was so quick to alert us.
I hugged her and I cried because honestly, in that matter, like 2 seconds makes a huge difference.
But fortunately, and thanks in part to his sister's warning cries, Leland had escaped his ordeal unscathed. His family were not going to take the same chance again, though, and so Kelly quickly had a gate and fence installed to prevent the little boy from wandering into the garden unaccompanied. And safe in the knowledge that such a scare shouldn't happen again, Kelly could reflect on the fact that Lexi's actions had potentially saved Leland's life.
And I still thank her every day.
Proud mom told CTV News. It wasn't just Kelly who was impressed by Lexi's quick thinking, though. Halifax Regional Police also gifted the youngster with an award for her actions. And that wasn't all either, as Halifax City Hall gave an honor to the quick thinking youngster too. Following the special ceremony in July 2018, Mike Savage, the mayor of Halifax, paid tribute to the youngster in a tweet. "Heroes come in all sizes," he wrote. "It was a real pleasure to recognize young Lexi for alerting her mom when her toddler brother made a dash for the pool." Clearly then, Lexi's actions have made her a hero. Certainly, the girl's grandmother believes that the child is an inspiration to others, Nancy told CTV News.
You don't need to be able to walk and talk and be able to have all your senses. You can still make yourself heard and you can still help. And yes, she did save his life.
If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.